Good morning, Jana here with Jana's Quilt Shop. Well, it's time for Monday morning tidbit. We're just fresh back from quilt retreat, and I want to share with you something that we did at retreat. I came up with for us to do just out there, but I have extra patterns, and so I'm going to show you how to do it. First of all, this is one of the quilts we did out at retreat. There was 4 different ones similar to this: a tree, this, the hearts, or the stars. This is the pumpkin one. We do have patterns left over to sell, so if you want any of them, come in the shop and purchase some of those. Okay, so here, aren't these the cutest little things? I call these pie pin cushions. Don't they look so cute? This is one of my favorite, but this one out of the Tula fabric I really like. We had a dessert that were in these little pans, and we decided to save them, wash them, and make these little pin cushions out of them. So all you need is one of these, or you can use a little teacup, any kind of little cup or anything that will fit the top of this in it. You just glue it in it, and you've got a pin cushion. So let me show you how to make the top. You will need a back square, and you will need 4 squares for the top. Something that you like that looks good together. This one is fruit, cherries, a pinkish cherry, a lemon, and then a mixed fruit. And so I matched these up to match the back. Okay, so you pair up 2 that you like together. So it really doesn't matter because they're going to twirl around like a pinwheel. So you're going to take 2 and 2 and sew them together. Let's do that. Okay, so 2 to 2 together. Whichever 2 you like together. Then these other 2 together. And we're going to make these things twirl. Okay, now we're going to press these to one side. Set. Okay, so then we're going to nest these seams. Let's see, that's to the left. Oh, that works right there. So we're going to make sure those match up in the middle. That's nesting those. 1 seam to the left, 1 to the right, because we want a really good point there in the middle. That's going to really be a focus there. You can pin it or hold it together. 1/4 inch seams work good on this. All right, so then we are going to press this seam open. I want that spinning pinwheel in the middle to be really flat. Okay, look at that. Isn't that cute? Makes such a cute pinwheel. The next step is to take a piece of fabric, right sides together, that you want for the back. And I'm going to flip it over, and on the right side, watching the seams, I'm going to mark that. Let's see. Doesn't matter what you mark it with, it's going to be inside. I always use friction pins for things like this. There we go. All right, so I have in the pattern, which here's the pattern, and inside the pattern you have a template. You have a larger circle and a smaller, and that's what I'm going to be using, except I happen to have this here in the shop, and I'm going to match that up. There's lines in this I can match up down the seam, but just so I have that in the middle, and I'm going to draw a line around there, around the inside circle. The outside one's too big, but the inside worked perfect, and your template is perfect size. So now I'm going to sew around on this line, leaving about a 2-inch to 2.5 inch opening there. So I'm not going to sew that part right there. So I'm going to start there. So right on the line. So I can't go zoom fast. I've got to be able to turn on that curve. You can pin it if you need to hold it in place better. I've got mine held down pretty good. I don't need to forget about my opening there. So right on the line or your circle will be wonky. Okay, that's good right there. Okay, I'm going to take my scissors and cut a 1/4 inch around. At the opening, you can leave a little more because you want to turn that. So at the opening, I'll leave a little more, go to a 1/4 inch around where I've seamed. Trim that all the way around. This is so quick and easy. They enjoyed making them out at the retreat. I think they did anyway. Okay, so we're there and we're going to turn it through the hole, through the opening we have there. If you left it large enough, it's very easy to do. Now, after you get it turned, you're going to need something to run around that seam. So, a stiletto, which we have stilettos that we sell, or just a sharp ruler. Okay, looky there. Isn't that cute? All right, I'm going to go ahead and press. I've got some there that's not out. I'm going to press my seam right now, and you can tuck this up in there if you want and press it as you go. I'll adjust that a little when I go to sew it shut. Okay, so now you need the smaller circle that's in the pattern, and you need to mark a smaller circle. This time you need to use a friction pin or something that's going to erase off. I'm going to use this one. And white would probably work. Let's try the white. This one is on the top side. You want to trace it on the top side because you're going to stitch and you want it centered. So it's another line to stitch on, so you got to see it. That's not showing up good enough. Let's try black. These little things you can do whichever way. I was hoping white would work. This black is a little darker than what I wanted to do. Yeah, it's faint, so I'm going to leave it there and not do it any darker so I can see it. Okay, the trick to this is we're going to sew on that line again, but we're going to leave the same opening as you had here. So let's do that. Leave the same opening and stitch around. Right on my little faint line there. Okay, got it. All right, we've got that. And so now you take stuffing, and I recommend a good stuffing. Just stick in here and you just push it in. You might need something like this to help get it in there really tight. And you're gonna feel that circle in the middle there really tight like this. This is the best one I did. It's really tight. So all you do is stuff it in as far as you can, push the batting over, and I mean you want it tight, push the batting over and stitch this line that's finished that out. Then when you get that done, you're going to tuck this in and top stitch around the very edge. You see here where I've done this one? The very edge out there that closes the hole. You can't even see where I stuffed that at. So, and then your back is so cute. Look at that. So that's what you do to finish that. And then I used a little piece of cardboard inside here and glued it with a hot glue gun. And then you put a piece of glue, a dribble of glue all around that, and then just set your top on there. And it's done. That's all there is to it. If you do a cute little mug, would be a little teacup or something like that would be cute. Anything small like that you could, there's other little pie tins out there that you can use. Some of the others had some that were bigger and a little stiffer. They were cute, so you can do that. Isn't that a cute idea? I love this one with the fruit. Look at that. So all I got to do is stuff it and glue it in. And then you got a pincushion. These make nice little gifts. Okay, that's it for today. I thought you might enjoy that. If you make one, shoot me a picture of it so I can see what it looks like. Thank you and have a great day.